stunning beauty with fair skin, gorgeous features, and long legs walked into a wrestling gym full of guys. The moment she arrived, all the young men started showing off, hoping to catch her attention. But Lena wasn't there for them. She was there to get the attention of Mike, the father of her childhood friend Jack. A couple of weeks earlier, Jack had confessed his feelings to Lena, only to find out she'd always had her eye on his handsome dad. Lena was determined to become Jack's stepmom. She tried everything to make Mike notice her, but Mike was clueless about her true intentions. He just thought of her as his future daughter-in-law and tossed her a jacket to cover up so the young guys wouldn't take advantage of her. What Mike didn't realize was that Lena's plan was to use wrestling practice as an excuse to get physically close to him. Even when she got thrown to the mat, she found it irresistible. As she was about to make her second move on him, Jack suddenly showed up, and that was the start of her grueling devil training. Despite being completely exhausted by the workouts, every time Lena laid eyes on Mike, all her frustration disappeared. She even thought the sweaty shoes he'd worn smelled nice. One day, Jack caught her offering Mike hand lotion, and that was the last straw. He was about to lose it. He stormed over and started pummeling a dummy in a fit of rage. Jack later told his grandmother about the whole situation. She immediately understood what needed to be done and arranged a blind date for Mike the next day. The woman was a classy-looking doctor who fell for Mike at first sight, but Mike was only there because his mom pressured him into it. He mumbled a few polite words before leaving. He still couldn't let go of his late wife and wasn't ready for anyone else. Hoping Lena would finally give up, Jack told her all about his parents' deep, genuine love, that even though his mom had passed away, his dad still loved her dearly and would never move on. But instead of discouraging Lena, it only made her more determined to marry Mike. She was convinced it was her mission to fulfill Jack's mother's last wish, to give Jack the motherly love he'd been missing and fill the emptiness in Mike's heart. The next day, Lena decided she would confess her feelings. She asked Jack what kind of women his dad liked. Out of spite, Jack said, "The tackiest women possible." When Lena saw Mike's reaction, she realized Jack was messing with her. So one night, Lena couldn't hold back any longer. She grabbed Mike and kissed him, then poured her heart out. Mike was completely stunned. He brushed it off as some childish prank and turned her down. But instead of backing off, Lena doubled down. From that moment on, she openly pursued Mike and didn't hesitate to get a little handsy. Desperate, Mike reached out to his blind date and asked her to pretend they were in a relationship so Lena would finally give up. The doctor, Kelly, who already had a crush on Mike, was more than willing to help. Because of all this, Mike and Jack started drifting apart. Furious, Jack signed up for an intensive training camp and left home for a while. One evening, Mike was home alone and ate a bowl of expired instant noodles, which gave him food poisoning. Luckily, Lena found him in time and got him to the hospital. She held his hand tightly as he lay there recovering. As fate would have it, Kelly worked at the same hospital. When she heard Mike had been admitted, she was excited to check on him and maybe get closer. The moment Lena and Kelly came face to face, they started arguing over who had the right to stay and take care of Mike. Two older women nearby were left completely bewildered by the scene. Meanwhile, Mike, already worn out and weak, was overwhelmed by having to choose between them. In the end, he could only pretend to fall asleep to avoid dealing with it all.